My startup is Saarang, and our mission is to create information flow system in all tourism hotspots of the country, as well as all the digital cultural heritages of the nation. So about inspiration behind joining Othãro, it was rather than the program itself. At first, it was Susan Dai. So Susan Rizal was the one who used to call and convince us to join Othãro. And when we were joining Othãro, then we saw all the program schedules about brainstorming, business model canvas, financing, and we knew that this was going to help us in the long run too much. That's why we joined Othãro, and that was our motivation to join as well. I remember there was this very specific incident that happened with us when we were brainstorming the idea and we were doing market research. So we went to one of this Nepal government's body where we pitched our idea. And we were very hopeful that they would support the idea and they will, take the idea further on from us. But then the response was, "Why are you even doing this? Just stop doing this and go back to your studies from government organization." That day we were in our bottom low. We came back to incubation center. We met Susanda and we told him that if the market is this is what the market is responding, why should we even work in our idea? So in that bottom low point, he was there to motivate us, and he was there to tell us that the market is a very big chunk. Just because one small chunk tells you that you can't do it does not mean that your idea is not going to work. That was one of the biggest, I think, point where Othãro helped us to regain that confidence and build upon from that point. So when we were at the very initial point of the idea, where our idea was just to place QR codes in in cultural heritage across the country, we had not thought of a revenue plan yet. So we were still figuring out how can we make money in this idea while we're creating impact to the society. So in those points, what we did in our business model canvas, how we figured out our channels, that helped to shape how the idea was going to look further on. Rather than just being a storytelling company, we were launching ourselves to be a travel tech company that built information ecosystem. So that's how the idea, rather than that idea, scaled up to a greater height through Othãro's program. After 6 months of Othãro, we registered our business. We had our first sales, and from that point on, we started growing and scaling up. So after next 6 months, after which we came out of Othãro, we were in 150 locations across the country. And from just an idea when we entered Othãro to the point 6 months from where we ended Othãro, we were a travel tech company and we were running throughout the country. I think Othãro helped us a lot in that.